Oh my God, thank you. Okay, so I'm sorry for that because there was power interruption in our place. Oh my God. Okay. So we have here Grace present now. Poon, Odi, not yet. Paikao is present. And okay. Again, I'm sorry for that. There was a power interruption. Okay. So, okay. So once again, good afternoon, and we will continue with transformation by reflection. Okay, so the recording last time was all about transformation by translation, and we learned that a translation happens when the object is just being moved or slide left or right, up or down. Okay, so that is translation. Nothing changed. The orientation, the shape, the image are exactly the same, except that their location in the coordinates in the X and Y axes are changed. Okay, so that is reflection. So for now, we will now go to reflection. Okay, so transformation or change by reflection. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so transformation by reflection. Okay, so what is this, or what happens when an object undergoes transformation by reflection? Okay, so will you please read first, Poon, what is a reflection? Yes, Poon, on the screen, please read.
A reflection is a transformation that takes place when all points in a plane are flipped over in the same plane in a line known as the axis of reflection.
Okay, so a reflection happens, or it is a kind of transformation that takes place when all points in a plane are flipped over. Okay, so that means to say, just like many of you or all of us, okay, all of us are fond of looking at the mirror. Okay, you fan of making yourself beautiful. Okay, so that when you look at the mirror, that is one kind of a transformation. You as the original and the image on the mirror. So it is just the same concept with this transformation that takes place or that undergoes reflection. Okay, and the line of reflection, that means you, the distance from you and the image on the mirror will undergo through the axis of reflection, and it is known as, that line is known as the axis. So that means it should have the same distance. Okay, and then just like on that example, now take notice, you have there the triangle CDE that undergoes a transformation by reflection. So in that case, as you can see, the right triangle is the, okay, the triangle at the right is known as the object. Okay, so this is your object that undergoes transformation by reflection, and that is the image. Now, again, in order for us to write or describe, we have there the capital letters for the object and capital letters for the image with a bar. Okay, so that means that this is the object that undergoes a transformation by reflection and forming that image. Okay, so as you can see, this now is your line of reflection. So this one at the center is the line of reflection, or is known as the axis of reflection. So that one is at the center of your object and image. So that means that it should have the same distance. Okay, from the axis going to the object, from the axis going to the image, it should have the same distance. Okay, so that is the first step. Okay, what is a reflection? Now let's now go to the next. Okay, so properties of a reflection. So what are, or what will happen if the object undergoes transformation by reflection and the image? First, will you please read, Haruka? Okay, read number 1.
The object and the image have the same shape and size.
Okay, so in a reflection, the object and the image does not change. Okay, the shape from a triangle, it does not become a circle. From a small triangle, it will not grow big. Because again, one property in a reflection is that the object and the image have the same shape and size. Okay? So that means that with regards to the shape and the size, it does not change. It will not grow bigger, it will not grow smaller. So the same. Okay, that is the first property. Number 2, Grace, will you please read number 2? Grace, are you there?
The object and the image have
different
orientations. They are laterally inverted to form the mirror image of each other.
Okay, thank you. So number 2, the object and the image have different orientation. So what does it mean? Take note that a reflection happens when the object is being flipped over. Flipped over. Now, for example, this book, okay? This is your object and being flipped over, forming the image. So that means that the orientation is not the same. Why? Because in your object, this one is the front, flip over. Now you have now the back. Okay? So this explains why they have different orientation. Okay, if the object is looking like this and flip over, then it will have the opposite because they are laterally inverted to form a mirror image. Okay, so if we simply say the front will now become the back, okay, when we flip it over. So that is why they will have different orientation. Okay, number 3 property. Okay, please read by Kao. By Kao, are you there?
Teacher, by Kao go to toilet.
Okay, so Satang, okay, you read, please. Okay, PP is now here. Satang?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read number 3.
A pointed line on the axis of reflection or invariant point.
Invariant points.
Veterinary point.
which
Which
means
mean then their positive point do not change will
while
undergoing undergoing
transformation.
transformation.
Okay, so all points that lie on the axis of reflection are invariant points. So what does it mean when we say invariant? It means that the position do not change. So that point will not change even if it is flipped over. Okay, just like, for example, going back to the book. If this is your point and being flipped over, so that's not, it's the same point. It does not change. Okay, the position does not change because they are said to be invariant points. Okay, so again, invariant points do not change their position while undergoing a transformation. Okay, so we will explain more on that on some examples here. Okay, the red is your object and the blue is the image. So that means that this, what is this? How many sides? Like a pentagon shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pentagon. So this pentagon shape now undergoes transformation by reflection, forming the blue one, which is the image. Now, how do we identify again? Capital letter here in the object, capital letters. And in the image, capital but with the symbol or like an apostrophe symbol at the side, the top side, okay? So capital letter C with the symbol. So that means that the red one is the object, undergoes translation. Okay, so here, if we describe, the object undergoes transformation by reflection through the y-axis, okay? So take note, this is your y-axis. So that means that it is just being flipped over to the other side. And what does we mean when we say the invariant points? Okay, now take a look. Invariant points. Point A in coordinate x, okay, 2 in the x-axis and 4 in the y-axis. So what does it mean that they are invariant? So if it is being flipped over, the same point is here, okay? Not only the coordinate is changed, but the same point. So in the image, we have now here from 2 becomes -2 and +4 because this quadrant is positive and negative quadrant. Okay, what about other points? Point, let's say point E, so it does not change. Point B here, point B, and we have here point B. So the same, but only the coordinate is changed. From +4 here becomes -4 on the other side. The x becomes -4 and the y is the same because that is positive. What about other points? Here, C, point C, the same. Point C in here is that has changed except that the coordinate is changed. Okay. Okay, so I just hope you understand that one. Again, the axis of reflection here is y-axis. Okay. Okay, so do you understand so far with our discussion? Haruka, is that okay? Transformation by reflection. Poon, Grace, Satang, okay. Alice, you can click the thumbs up button or you can unmute. Do you understand? Okay, that's good by Cow. What about Pepe? Did you get transformation by reflection? Pepe, did you? Okay. Alice, did you get? Alice? Hello, Alice, are you there? Okay, thank you, Satang and Grace. Okay, so let's continue for some more examples. Okay. Next, a reflection is described by stating the axis of reflection. So what does it mean? Example, a reflection passing through the y-axis. Okay, so the example that I gave just a moment later, I said that the reflection is happening along the y-axis. So that is that one shown on that figure. Okay, so again, it undergoes from the object undergoes transformation by reflection along the y-axis. Okay, so the axis of reflection is the y-axis. So that is just very easy to identify. So it is just describing that the object undergoes reflection through y, forming the image. Okay. Next, the line or where a mirror may be placed is called, okay, please read. I want Pepe. Okay, Pepe, you read. The line where, Pepe, please unmute. Pepe, are you there? Oh, okay, by cow, please read. Please unmute and read. Okay, the line.
The line where a mirror may be placed is called the line of reflection.
Okay.
The distance from a point to the line of reflection is the same as the distance from the point image to the line of reflection.
Okay. A reflection.
A reflection can be thought of as a flipping of an object over the line of reflection. If you folded the two shapes together, line of reflection, the two shapes would overlap.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. So the line of reflection, which is known also as the axis of reflection, is at the center. So what does it mean to say when we say at the center? Because the distance from point to point, from point of the object going to the line of reflection or the axis of reflection is the same as the point, the distance of the point in the image. Okay, so what does it mean? Now, here, if this is your, okay, this is the point in, oh, right. Okay, so this is point B of the object. Now, the distance of point B going to the line of reflection or the axis of reflection should be equal to the image. Point B of the image going to the axis of or the line of reflection. It should be equal. Same is true with point A. Point A of the object should be equal also to the distance of point A of the image. Okay, so all points, for example here, point B should be equal also to the distance of the image. Same is true with C and also to the image. Okay, now in our activity, we will be drawing. Okay, again, in our activity, we will be drawing some object and image. Now, so that it will be easy for you to draw, we can create this line. Okay. For example, line A, here, draw an imaginary line to the image. Okay. So that it will be really the same. And then draw an imaginary, for example, point B. So this is your point B, and then draw an imaginary line here, point B. Okay. And then point D here. So that you can really create a perfect drawing. So point D here, and then point D also of the image. Point C and point C of the image. Now, you can now identify the, okay, you can now connect. Oh, what happened? Okay, so you can now connect your dots so that you will have exactly the same shape of the object and the image. Okay, so like that, you can connect, and connect. So therefore, you have identical drawing. Okay, so again, your guide to help you get the exact and the same drawing is the invariant points. Okay, this one, point and point, and then B, point B of the image, D and D here, and then you have here point C and point C, and then connect, then you get the perfect image from the object. Okay, oh, is it clear now? Okay, so we have 7 minutes. Now name the points of the original triangle, name the points of the reflected triangle, and what is the line of reflection. Okay, so we will, as you can see, ABC, triangle ABC is this one. So this is the object. Why again this is the object? It is using capital letter but don't have the symbol, and here you have now the symbol, so that is why this is the image. Okay, and the line of reflection is the x-axis. Okay, so x-axis is the line of reflection. Take note how many, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So the line of reflection is the x-axis. How did the points change from the original to the reflection? Okay, so it does not change, only the orientation is changed. Okay, so that is it, so that we can now go to our activity. Okay, clear. Okay, so for our task, okay, please take out your workbook. We have 6 minutes left. Okay, so take out your workbook and open to page 94. We will answer only number 1 to 3. Okay, again, take out your workbook. Okay, do you have now your workbook? Poon, did you get already, Poon, right? Your workbook?
Yes, I get
okay.
it already.
Alice, Pipe, Satang, okay, please open your workbook to page 94. Okay, so page 94, that is transformation exercise letter number 8.3, reflection. So what you do there is to draw the image that undergoes a reflection about the PQ axis. So the line of reflection is PQ. So what you do there is draw the image. Again, to get exactly the same drawing, you use the point, the invariant point, okay, so that you can create the same image. Okay, so please start letter A so that I can check if you really do. Okay, you have 1 minute to answer letter A. That is like, what object is that one? Okay, who is finished letter A? Who is finished? Okay, open your camera and show it on the camera if you are finished letter A. Poon, are you done? Alice? Satang? Pepe?
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay. Again, use the invariant points, the point in each, so that you will have the same figure. Grace, are you finished? By cow?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay, so continue. Okay, we have 2 minutes in our class in Zoom. And it will end in a while. Okay, again, you answer number 1, A, B, C, number 2, A, B, C, and number 3 only. Okay. Number 2 is just very easy. You just draw the line, only the line, or the axis of reflection, or the line of reflection. Okay, that's just very easy. Number 2. Only number 1 is not so easy because you really need to draw the object or the image. Okay.